Now, I'm Stu Cockshutt. I'm the very first old hockey player in the Hockey Hall of Fame. I'm the first Burlington old-timer to be there. And I understand there's 3 there now, or 3 or 4. Anyway, a good organization, a lot of fun. Anyway, I wish I was still playing. I even scored a goal in the first old-timer Hall of Fame I played in. So that was kind of special. It was an easy goal. I was just standing in front of the net and the puck hit me and went in the net. I think I was 49 years old the first time I played. And I told them a bunch of lies about how good I was, and they put me in the best division. I soon got out of there. But I played for 38 years, I think, and it was great.
Hey, I notice you always carry your bag. You don't go for the bags with the wheels on?
I don't like getting this in the snow in the winter time. I'd rather carry my bag. If I can't carry my bag, it's time to quit. I told them they wanted to know why I didn't drag it like they did, and I said, when I can't carry it anymore, I'll quit. When I was younger, I played hockey till I was 27 or 28. I played in the commercial league, which is probably the best team I was on. We never lost a game all year, won the final. We had about 4 guys that were junior A hockey players, and a couple of them that played pro in the United States. 2 guys on there were football players that played for Hamilton Tigers, and I think that was the best hockey team I played on in my life. They were great. They made us all look good, those junior A guys. In 1930, my parents rented a place on Dines Road in Burlington, a 50-acre farm. And I was just a year old, and there were 3 dwellings on this, 1 on the farm and 2 on the opposite side of the road. And there were 4 boys there about my age, and when I got to be 4 or 5, I played hockey with them, but I didn't have any skates. So I just run around on my boots. And when I was 5 years old, I asked Santa Claus for a pair of skates. So luckily, along came the skates with a hockey stick, and I was on my way. Anyway, we had a couple of ponds on the farm, and we played on those ponds all the time. Along about when I was 7 or 8, my parents bought season tickets at Maple Leaf Gardens, and I got to go once in a while. And to me, that was pretty exciting. So I got to see the gardens, and when I saw that ice, after the ice I was playing on, it was something else. Later on, I played in the school league, and once I seen the Maple Leaf Gardens and seen the guys there, I was hooked on hockey.
Okay, boys, you ready? You ready?
Yeah.
You ready? Yes, sir. Let's go. Look that way. Hey,
I quit playing hockey for 20 years. I had a family, and I got hurt a couple of times, and I thought this isn't good. So I never played. I quit playing when I was 29 and never played again until I was 49. Anyway, I got back playing again. Bert Levine got me into the Burlington Old-Timers. Anyway, wherever he lived, Harry Howell, who played with the Rangers, we used to go to the rink with him and practice, so we were practicing with a pretty good guy. I had to practice a little bit to get my legs back after 20 years. I don't know, Harry Howell was scouting for the Rangers then, and he always come over to skate with us. And I was wound up going down the end and round behind the net, and I run into Harry Howell, and I even knocked him down. I went down, he went down and broke my hockey stick. So I put Harry Howell on the ice with an XNHLer. I was bruised for a month. And Bert always, he was, just could go straight ahead and slam, bang, dang into them boards, and he was a character. In the old timers, Bobby Sims. He was great. I think he moved down east a few years ago. I played with him. The last year I played with him, but he was great. Smart with the puck, always found the guy in the right spot. I played 1 year with him. I played center and he played left wing, and I can't remember who played right, but that was the best line I played with in the old timers. We scored a lot of points. Actually, I got rid of a trophy that I played for Bill Threader, and I actually he gave trophies out. He was coach. He gave trophies out this year, and I got the best forward trophy, which I think was overestimated, but I got it. And he was a character as a coach, I'll tell you. I still remember him watching us out for the way we played and everything. I don't know how he expected to ever train us to be good hockey players. I always just said yes to him every time he wanted to tell me something. Yes, Bill, I'll do that. I like Bill Threader. You either liked him or you didn't, but I liked him, and he, to come out every night you played, and sometimes it's late, but he was always there. I think he was probably the best coach in the division.
I play hockey 2 or 3 times a week, and I really believe the exercise is good for anybody. If you stop playing and stop being active, any sport, it doesn't have to be hockey, but if you're playing hockey or any contact sport, wear good equipment and play it safe.
I played a lot of tournaments with the Granddads, 4 times in Florida. We were a pretty lousy team the first time we went down. When every year we went down, we got a little better. The last year we were down there, we beat the Swedish team 5-3 and won the tournament, won that division of the tournament. And they were a good team. They had 5 ex-NHL players on their team, but they had to be over 50, but they were good. The Swedish guys had 2 teams. They had the younger team, and then they had the older team that were over 50. That's the ones we were against. They'd be out marching along the beach, getting in shape every morning, and we were laying there trying to get rid of hangovers. And we had a good bunch of guys.
I don't need much motivating. I usually get to the arena about an hour before game time. I get in the dressing room, the guys start coming in, and I start to relax then. And I usually forget about everything that's going on in my life and get relaxed after the game, and that's the way I feel. I don't need to be motivated.
When I played with Sims and Gardner, we won. We had the scoring title that year, but they often didn't keep track. And mostly, if they were going to keep track, they would only count 1 assist, which is crazy. But that wasn't the most important part about old timers. It was the guys you played with in the dressing room. And that's the most important. I was team captain, I don't know how long ago. I wasn't in the old timers very long, and I was team captain 1 year. we had I think we won the league that year, and we had the party at our house in Burlington. A little guy by the name of Pinkerton, I don't know whether he's still around or not. We had a swimming pool there, so he decided he was going to dive in the swimming pool with nothing on. And we're all there, and they wouldn't let him. He wanted a towel so he could get out. It was cold, and they wouldn't give him a towel. He nearly froze to death.
What do you think your chances are this year?
I think we got a good start. We won our first game 5-0, and we look pretty sharp.
All right.
At least from my side of the view, we look sharp. So we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Stuart. We'll see you around this season. Good luck.
Thank you.
Who's the worst goalie?
Jerry Large. Jerry's not here anymore, so I can talk about him. But he had a bad habit. If you was on the other team and you stood in front of him, backed up, you got the stick right between the legs. And that kind of made you stay away from him. But he would just stand there if you shoot for the corners it was in. If you shot at where he was, he didn't move anyway. But Largie was a good soul. Yeah. He was a character. Terry Glenham, right.
He's pretty good.
I think he was one of the best goalies we played against.
The best goalie in the entire league?
You're my best agent. About that new contract and signing bonus, I'm still waiting, guys.
What's it like playing with Stu Cockshutt on your team?
He's an inspiration, yeah. I wish I could play that many years. I'm only a rookie here, 71, eh? He's a real old timer at 86, eh?
I never had any trouble with the ref. The one ref that was in our division lots, I'm trying to think of his name too. Anyway, I was facing off one time, and I said to him, he had been calling some crazy calls, and I said to him, could you give me a penalty for what I'm thinking? And he says, no, I don't think so. I think you're pretty blind as far as I'm concerned. And he just laughed. But I was good friends with him for a long time. But he would call, he had it in for certain players, he'd call them for basically nothing. Anyway, that's hockey. You can't play without the refs.
The Burlington Old Timers hockey season usually ends in mid-April, and sign up for the next year is May 1st. So, and when it gets down to that time, I'll see how I feel, and if I feel good, I'll play for the next year if my old body agrees with it.
Porky was the best as far as getting along with people. We had some horses racing, and he always wanted to go see the horses race and talk about horses and everything. So we had one racing at Flamborough this night, and he was in goal playing, and I come to the rink after the race, and he come skating over to the boards and wanted to know how the horse did, and he was talking to me, and I said, Porky, if you don't get back in your net, it's empty. Somebody's going to just put the puck in, and they did. That was Porky. I just like to move the puck. And to me, look for the open guy, try and do some back checking and things like that. Make your goalie happy. Largely was the guy, even though he was a kind of a loose goalie, he would, if you were on his team and you didn't back check, you got told about it big time. So that's half the battle. But I like to move the puck around.
What's the game plan today?
We're going to win. We didn't win our last game, so we got to do something different.
They never solve it in the pregame?
No, there's not solving there. We did a lot of talking, though.
Oh, yeah. Good motivational speech by the captain.
Yeah. We'll have a good game. We'll have fun anyway.
Yeah. Well, good luck, Stu.
Thank you.
The first year they had the tournament, and some of the guys from the Granddads we were playing at Central, and some of the guys from Granddads were in there, and we won 6-3, and I scored 3 goals. So, but I can't take a lot of credit because Largey was the goalie on the other end. Anyway, I felt good. I think a couple of them I scored from the blue line, but the guys from the Grandad were cheering and carrying on like it was. I felt a little bit like a fool, but I had a good game though, so that was all right. I still remember that game. 2 games later, I broke my ankle. One of our guys got run into and fell on the outside of my skate and broke my ankle. And I played the rest of the game, and I kept falling down. When I would turn, that leg would just go. And I took my skate off, and I knew it was broken, but I went home, and I told Heidi I got a pretty swollen leg. I think we should go to the hospital tomorrow, and sure enough, it was broken. I think every game was exciting to me. You know, that's difficult to answer. I just liked, you know, you think about driving every day from here down to play hockey and back, and some nights you're driving on glare ice out in the road because of freezing rain, and I hated missing a game. Like, to me, all the games were great. Yeah, I had an exciting game in Florida. I wasn't one of the best guys on the Granddads, and we were playing the Swedes, and we were down 3-1 in the first period, and we went in the second period, and I was kind of winded, so I just got over the blue line, and Lloyd Nicholson passed me the puck from across the other the rink, and I just got rid of it, and it went in the net. So I scored a goal against the Swedes. Made it 3-2, and Steamer scored, tied the game, and then we just scored twice more. So that was an exciting game. The boys used to like the Zambuca, so we had 2 water bottles. One had black Zambuca in, and the other one had white Zambuca. And one of the old ex-NHL referees was refereeing our game, and he came over to the bench, and he needed some water, Bill Friday. And they handed him the white bottle of Zambuca, and he took a swig, and he said, "Oh my, I'll stay here all game." We had some fun down there. That's what it's all about. And it's nice playing down there because it wasn't cold. You come out of the rink in your shirt sleeves, and here you come out dragging your bag through the ice and snow. That's why I carried mine. Never got wet.
I have 3 sisters, 1 older and 2 younger than me. My oldest sister is 87. I'm 86. My sister Sally is 83. And my youngest sister Jackie is 80. And we're all in pretty good health. So I think we're fortunate. And I would say our parents must have left us with pretty good genes.
My granddaughter plays hockey. And we have 2 girls and a boy to play hockey.
Those are your great-grandchildren.
Yeah.
They're hanging on the wall.
Yeah, they're all hanging on the
That's
wall.
the guy that wants a shirt.
Yeah, we have a lot of them. And most of them, if they can't play hockey, they're turned out. Ronnie is a good hockey player. She's not very big, but she's a little dynamo.
Hamilton.
She played in, we had summer hockey in Burlington, and she played on the team with, well, she played on the same line with me and Bruce Marsh, and Ronnie and I played on one line for the whole season. And Mark was a goalie every other year, every other game, and Terry Glenham played in goal too.
Hey, Gary. Thanks for doing this.
No problem.
Hey, what's it like playing with Stu Cockshutt?
Inspirational. Let's put it that way. He's a great guy. It amazes me that he's as good as he is. I think the last game we played him, he scored 2 goals against us. What can I say? Stu's a great guy, and I love playing with him and against him, so can't say much more than that.
You know, years ago, I forgot about this guy, Jim McKay. Yep. You remember him? He was a really nice guy and a really good hockey player. And he died of prostate cancer. And they had an award every year for the Jim McKay Award. So I won it one year, which I was really proud of, because I thought the world of that guy. I sat with him in the dressing room, and his leg would be all puffed up, and Jim McKay. And he was just a great guy. But things like that even happen to good guys, not only the bad guys, the good guys too get it.
Steve Burford of the Hawks. Hey, what's it like playing with Stu Cockshutt?
Hey, listen, Stewie's an inspiration. He keeps going. He keeps coming out every day. He sets an example for the rest of us with his sportsmanship, and he's a lot of fun to play with.
Right. And is he your line mate at all? Or?
I've played with Stewie over the years. This year he's not on my line, so I get to watch him play, which is just as much fun. Okay, and again, what a great guy Stewie is.
And you're the enforcer on the team, so
Yeah,
if somebody
that would be
takes
my-
liberties with him.
That would be my role. Would be the enforcer. That's right. I enforce the fact that he gets his favorite seat on the bench.
Skate hard and keep your head up. Get looking at the puck. You don't want to play in where they have body checking if you put your head down, because you'll get hammered pretty quick. And it's the same way with old timers, even though there's no body checking. You don't do any good with your head down.
Keep your head up and
You got to keep your head up and look around and see where everybody is. It's a team game. Anyway, there comes a time when you got to pack it in. But I sure missed it for a long time. Drop it in, Stevie.